much. And I, again, what about television? I'm from the old school too. Television, radio announcements, public service announcements, for those that don't read their emails or go on the internet on a regular basis. Have y'all thought of that?
Yes, we have a comms team and a sub-work group that is considering all of those different options. Twitter town halls, I know, again, those are for the kids of, or maybe grandkids of, but public service announcements, certainly we'll have more conversation as it gets closer to get the word out about other modes of delivery of that information, but
Okay, so now,
no
in other
wrong
words,
door.
and you said that you wanted to involve members of Congress, their staffs as well.
Yes.
And that's great. Is there a plan to train some of the staff? And how far, is there any flexibility as far as how far the staff can go to help the constituent with the forms and all that?
Certainly,
Because I know we're limited in some capacity in some areas, yeah.
we have some toolkit materials that we can provide to all of the offices. I know sometimes when you're going back to your districts, you might have a package of information that you could share. We'd be happy to share some outreach materials that you could pass along, the tools, the link to the website, any and all of the information.
Yeah, and, put it on our Facebook page, that's important,
Yeah,
too.
that's good.
Is the, again, I hate to stay, but if it's necessary, our Blue Water Navy veterans have waited too long, and I know it was in the legislation, but we want to get it right, obviously. So let me ask this, in this regard, can you tell me how long VBA plans on tracking and reporting the accuracy of the Blue Water Navy claims?
We have particular tracking mechanisms, different claim labels and end products that we have for all of these different categories. Blue Water Navy being one of many, many that we do. And we can do special reviews. We're going to set up a process to do quality reviews as we're getting ready to pay some of the first claims. We'll be giving feedback to the stations, holding calls every week, maybe every day at the beginning. We'll have a VA Pulse page available to the claims processors in case they have any questions as part of the claims processing. My team, the national quality team, will be looking at categories of these, subcategories of these. The local quality teams will be doing targeted reviews. So we'll be doing this for some time over the years while we're processing these claims as they come in.
Okay, so you're not anticipating any type of a shortage with regard to FTEs until, I know you made a request for new FTEs for fiscal year 20.
Correct.
But you think you have enough now that will be trained adequately to get these claims submitted? And when you go from, say, January 1st, and it's an uncomplicated claim, say an easy claim, what have you, I know in regular claims, it's anticipated 125 days. Give me an average, roughly, how long you anticipate this claim from start to finish. And I mean, from when the beginning of the claim, but also when can the veteran go to his or her mailbox and receive the check from start to finish?
So every claim is different.
I know that.
That's part of the complexity. The 125 days.
Roughly, tell me.
I would say it's hard to say. For some of the more, if everything is in the claims folder.
Yes, everything's there.
And we can go. There's also prioritization. So your claim may be ready to go, but if it's in line behind a terminally ill veteran or a homeless veteran,
They're priority.
they're prioritized first.
And that's fine with me.
So they go first.
Particularly the terminally
And
ill.
if we have if you get like a lot of planes ready to land on the runway, if we have a lot of claims that are ready to go, we will do those prioritized claims first. May make your claim ready to go claim take a little longer, but some of the simpler claims could be done in a couple of weeks. Some of the more complex claims could be many months, and if we're in a position to deny a claim, it will take longer because we want to exhaust all avenues to try to say yes on that claim. Now, if a veteran does not have a confirmed diagnosis of one of the Agent Orange conditions, that would end up being a no. And other than going out and affirming whether there's a diagnosis or looking for more medical records, if the veteran doesn't have one of the presumptive conditions, looking for more records or trying to place them on the ship becomes less relevant. But we will fully develop all of our claims. It's part of our duty to assist.
Yeah, we've got to take into consideration that they've been waiting all these years, over 40 years, and I don't like, as the chair said, placing the burden on the veteran. They file the wrong claim, and they need a correct form, or file the wrong form, and they need a correct form, but they have 35 days, my understanding, is to get in the correct form. What happens if they don't get it in within 35 days?
So it's an effective date issue. It doesn't mean that they're out of,
Right.
they're out.
Do you have any leeway with those 35 days? Say they get it in 40 days.
We
They're
can
gonna
look
lose
at
their place?
postmarks. We can take a look at some things in the system. These are all handled on a case-by-case basis, sir.
Okay. All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. What I don't want to see is a veteran get frustrated and say, the heck with it. It's not worth it.
We don't want to
Because
see
they
that
earn that. So we have to go the extra mile. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, and we'll move into a second round.